Ed, Colin, not a very exciting game for Nebraska fans out here at Memorial Stadium this week, but what I'm here to do this week is to give you a behind-the-scenes tour of what goes into producing and shooting Husker game highlights for you guys at home. So let's take a look at Colin, Josh, myself, and Rustin's trip out to Lincoln and give you a backstage tour, so to speak.
Oh, Big Red!
You'll be up top today, and describe what goes into covering a Husker game over Memorial Stadium.
A lot of eating to start off. We like to have a good meal. Hopefully, we're kind of not sure. What do you guys think today? Chicken, sandwiches?
Well, it's a big game. I was thinking pizza earlier, but that was just kind of a wish. Like, I'm thinking like maybe some of that prime rib action that they've had in the past with the gravy on the top.
When Dan Adrian had 3 sandwiches.
Oh, yeah.
He had a big prime rib, not this big.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking today. If I'm right, then that'd be huge, But and I'd also love pizza, but I'm thinking that's my guess.
Maybe they'll get the meat from Vivo today. Maybe they'll just get a little Vivo.
Some barbecued beef. I can see some barbecued beef in those sandwiches, but my guess is still the prime rib.
So normally for the bigger games, they seem to always do a really good meal. So they want to impress.
And then after the eating, then kind of like to take a look at the field, relax a little bit, see how things are going, see how Taylor Martinez looks. And then I'll go up top kind of right before the tunnel walk, because boy, that elevator gets crazy. And shooting up top, you get to see everything. You see the whole field, see the stands. You feel high up, but when the play develops, you see it all.
Josh, you shoot down on the field pretty much every time you're out there. What are you looking forward to today? This is a huge game for the Husker Nation. Anything special you think's going to be going on? You think it's going to be a little overpopulated down there in your area today?
Well, I told Ed Littler yesterday, I said, Ed, the Texas game is approaching. I can sense it. As a Nebraska native, it is a huge game for Husker Nation. People are going to be fired up. About 20 minutes before game time, you're going to start feeling the static electricity building on the back of your necks. That tunnel walk's going to be insane, guys. And I hope that somehow the crowd is able to stay in it. Texas is obviously going to want to take the crowd out of it early, but I don't think they will. I don't think they'll be able to move the ball in our defense. I expect a tough game in the trenches in the first half, but I expect Nebraska will pull away. And that would be great for Nebraska. That'd be really great. And then, like I said, like we were talking earlier, huge game for Taylor Martinez today. Such a big game for Taylor. Such a big game for the Huskers season thus far, because if they play bad and they lose, I could see things maybe derailing a little bit, although I think Bo would keep them focused.
This game has a lot of feel like the game 4 years ago with USC. This game could either make or break the season. Like, if you win this game, you can see Nebraska parlaying it for the rest of the year, going undefeated. If they lose, you can easily see them just derailing and just falling off.
That's a great point. It feels a lot like the USC game. Like back, 07, was that right?
Yeah, like 4 years ago.
And that didn't go well at all for the Huskers.
No.
USC took the crowd out of the game right away, and then there was a big injury for a 12-minute lull, and it was all over after that. By the way, Rustin Rick Tarrick, News 5 director, joining us. Rick Tarrick. I'm sorry, I mispronounced that. Proud to get his thoughts on the game as well, but it's always a unique vantage point from the field. I've asked Colin on many occasions if he'd like to shoot on the field and have me go up top, but I continue to shoot on the field, and that's the way it's going to be done today. So
that's Josh's baby. That's Josh's baby. I shot on the field since I got here, so I kind of. Maybe if there's ever a stinky game the rest of the year, maybe I'll shoot down low. I remember last year I shot down low for the Big 12 title game. It was pretty cool to see it from there. But, I feel, I like Josh down low because he catches most of the plays. And then up top, then I feel like, I can catch it if maybe he gets blocked by somebody else. It rarely ever happens.
Block!
And I also also enjoy seeing a sideline run if Josh gets taken out, like against Texas A&M a few years ago.
Jaworski Lane. You took on Jaworski Lane and you won.
Well, you know what? I saved the camera. I had a nice slide tag. He had a nice slide tackle right into me. Took my feet right out from under. He didn't see it until the ball pretty much got there because I was that zoomed in on the ball. And by the time I saw what was happening, he was into my legs, and there was nothing I could do. But I kept the camera here, braced myself with the left hand, and much like guys do on those occasions. But
I was at that game, and the first thing you told me was, if you would have pulled me away, I would have killed you.
That was a fun game.
I'm very excited about this game, but also nervous. I have a streak going ever since after Bo Pelini's first year. I've only seen Nebraska lose once, I believe, and that was the Big 12 title. So hopefully they pull it out today. It's going to be a close game. I know a lot of people think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be a close game. How about if Nebraska wins 2017 on Alex Henry field goal in the final second? Wouldn't that be something, huh? I sound like Ed Littler. Wouldn't that be something?
All right, Rustin, do you have a prediction for the game score-wise?
Oh, boy. I think 27-14 Nebraska. I think the defense will show up. It might even be less than 14 on Texas. Texas is going to have a hard time moving the ball against Nebraska's defense, I think, today. But I have a feeling the offense will open it up just a little bit, though. I'm thinking 27-14.
All right, Josh, your turn.
Husker Nation has been waiting to win a big game for a long time, and even if they win today by a big margin, they're still going to have to wait probably till the Big 12 title game at least to win a big game. Although we have been waiting and wanting to beat this Texas team for a long time, it's not going to be the big game we've been waiting for. It'll feel a lot like the Oklahoma victory last season, which was still huge. I don't like predicting scores, but I'm going to say Nebraska wins by 10 points.
The thing that excites me about this game the most is this is like the first time in a little while now Nebraska goes from being the hunter to the hunted. So, everyone's going to be gunning for them this year, so I'm kind of excited to see what it'll be like. I know the team will come out, hopefully, and play strong. They usually play better on the road, it seems, after last week's performance. But
how will they react being how will they react being favored big in a big game?
And that's the thing. I think the one thing, would we all agree, guys, that if Nebraska holds on to the football today, they should win?
Yes.
I think that's the case, and also
as great of a coach as Bo has been, and he has been great, he is still missing that signature victory. He still does not have it yet. Like Josh said, I'm not even sure if he wins today, that really is considered a signature win, because they should win this game. They are favored to win the game. But this would be a big win for Bo, beating Texas. Obviously, it hasn't been done in some time now. So we will see. Welcome to Memorial Stadium.
Like this whole walk is usually more crowded.
People kind of waiting to the last minute, I guess.
Well, getting here.
Downtown's back.
Oh yeah, traffic's rough.
I think it took us an hour to get. It took us a little over an hour to get here. Then it took us about an hour just to get through Lincoln.
All right, it's game time. Ready to go. Ready to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Today's game member Sergeant Danny Wilkins, Sergeant Nicholas Davis, Sergeant Dan Wilkins.
Good.
And the Bruins took So my name is Jared Craig. I'm a junior defensive tackle from Crozat, Nebraska. I'm a key tackle in Lincoln, Nebraska. This is Lil Shane. What's up, Husker Nation? This is your boy T-Mo, junior, defensive year, junior. tonight at San Diego, California.
We're here at Memorial Stadium just before the game here for Sports Stream, and right now I'm joined by Matt Millen, who's going to be doing color commentary for ABC. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine as far as I can tell. Ready for a kickoff.
I'm interested in what goes on in getting ready for games like this. You guys do these every week, and do you have any special things you do each week whenever you're getting ready for the usually a 3:30 Eastern kickoff?
Yeah, well, for me, the DNA for all these things is the coaching tape, and without the tape, here's a little tip for you. Okay, coaches lie, players lie, but the tape don't lie. They'll tell you how good they played, and you put them on, and you go, "That's good? You got to be kidding." So I think once you watch that stuff and you have an understanding of what's going on, they seem to tell the truth a little more.
Do you did the Nebraska game earlier at Washington, right?
Right.
Did you see anything out of there that you're expecting again today against Texas?
Well, yeah, their base isn't going to change. Their base starts on offense is with Martinez. But, I think what happened to Martinez against South Dakota State is he tried to do too much. He tried to do everything. He can't do that. And the good news for him is he's got lots of people. He's got Burkhead behind him. He's got Halou behind him. You got Kinney on the outside. You got Paul. You got people. So if he just does his part and does his role, that's a pretty good offense. Because the inside three of that offensive line are pretty darn good.
All right, and I realize you're calling the game, but you happen to have a prediction for today.
No. Trust me, I'm the worst predictor of all time. My kids would say, "Dad, who's going to win?" I'd tell them, and they go the other way. So I'm just looking for a great game, because I'll tell you, Texas is a talented team. Texas, when you go back and look at the games that they lost, and I called the UCLA game, they made tons of mistakes on defense, and then against Oklahoma, they came back in the second half, but there were just some things that are all correctable. This will be the fastest defense that Nebraska has played against, and probably the most athletic defense also. So if now the difference will be Gilbert has to do things by himself, and so he's going to have to be patient. And against this defense, which I think Nebraska's defense is the fastest in the NCAA, that'll be a tough order.
All righty.
I got
Thank
a quick question.
You got one?
You said the tape don't lie. How good is this Nebraska team when you see them on tape?
It's pretty good. I mean, like I said, the first thing that shows up is team speed. Overall team speed, that's there. The chink in the armor would be consistency in the passing game, which everybody said, and that's just a matter of Martinez just developing. That's all that is. And so, if they get put in a position where he has to win it with arm, that would be interesting to see. But that hasn't happened so far. And defensively, they've done a great job of limiting people with a minimum amount of people in the box. So they can get away with some things with 6 and 7 people that most teams don't have that luxury. So I think they have the makings of, they get past this one, they could run the table. It could be, this could be a national championship type team.
And a Big Ten guy, will it be weird seeing the Huskers in the Big Ten?
I'm old enough that I'm an independent guy, so they didn't have the Big Ten when I was around.
Make sure you have a shot at the buffet line. Not what I predicted.
See frustration setting in. So we just, we got to help him out. That's all.
It's not fun losing, especially to Texas. I'm a senior here, I wanted to win that game, and it sucks.
We still got a long season. We just continue to handle our business. All our goals.
I just personally just pick it as another game. I don't really care who's against, I guess. I mean, we lost, so that sucks.
We knew what they was going to try to do, and talking to the guys all week about, hey, if that opportunity presents itself, we got to seize the moment. We got to take advantage, and obviously we did not do that.
Again, final out here, 20-13 Texas. Nebraska takes a back seat in the national championship race, getting ready for Oklahoma State. Hope you enjoyed the backstage tour of how we cover the Huskers here at News 5. Guys, back to you.